was on a road trip. I was talking to Tavana. She's talking about dating life. You're like, oh, what's going on? Just kind of dating. And then he's like, oh, I have somebody I think might be single and then you can take on a date. So I was like, okay. It happened to be this random connection through family members, basically. A family friend of ours was good family friends with her parents. They had recently talked, and the family friend found out that Nikki was single and that she was still in Laie. And so I was coming down to Laie for a wedding, and Nikki was here. Tana was just like, okay, you can DM her or something, and so just like this random, and I messaged her.
He messaged me, like he DM'd me, slid in the DMs, and then he just said like, hey, this is Kam, the guy that your dad probably just mentioned. You can block me if you want. I was like, I'm not that mean. Like,
and I said, hey, if you want to do something, let's go do something if you're free. And she ended up being free, so.
Yeah, we went on a sunrise hike to Lanikai, and it was super fun. And then we happened to hang out like 2 or 3 more times while he was here.
Went really well. I really liked her, thought she was super cute. We hung out again a few more times when I was in Hawaii for that week. Then I went back to Utah and I had no idea what was gonna happen.
I didn't know like if we would see each other again, so it was kind of like this weird like, well, I kind of like him, but I don't know if we're gonna see each other. So I was just like, okay, well, it was nice meeting you. Like, hopefully we can see each other.
She said, oh, have a nice trip. And so I was like, okay. So this girl's not interested at all. I was all sad. She gave me a side hug. She said, have a nice trip. I said, okay, shoot. Never can see this girl again because she's not interested. And I went back home. When I went back to Utah, we kept texting and she seemed like she was more interested. And then I found out she was coming to Utah. So then she came to Utah because her sister had to move to Utah with her husband and she had to help them move. And while she was there for 2 weeks, she stayed in Provo where I was at.
We hung out. Then we ended up hanging out a bunch and I extended my trip.
And by that time, I already knew that I really liked her and she really liked me. And then I came back to Hawaii again after because I wanted to see her. And then at that point, I was like, okay, like, let's do this. Yeah, let's try this. So we started dating after that and we just kept dating and we went back and forth between Hawaii and Utah because I wasn't in school.
The rest is history. Like from the moment that I met him, just because I feel like he like did things very differently than anybody I'd ever met. Like the first date, he came to my door and like walked me to the car, opened my door. He was very polite, like had really good manners. And there was just like little things that I noticed that he did that stuck out to me. And I know like, you know, when you're little, like as a girl, you always make a list of like things that you want in your future husband. And I like always felt like that list never was achievable, like all these amazing qualities. But when I met Cameron and as we like started dating, like he exceeded that list and was like more than what, and he is more than what I ever could have imagined like when I was little. And so that to me was like a solid like, okay, this is definitely the guy because he is more than I ever could imagine having.
She was like such a bundle of like amazing qualities. Obviously she was beautiful, but kind she was. And she was just really easy to talk to. And then the more I got to know her, the more I realized how like incredibly kind and humble and genuine she was. All her friends were so kind and she was always reaching out to people. She was always trying to make new friends. And I think that was really what touched me and like caught me the most. And we just had like tons of fun. Like the first date, I was like playing music on my speaker and I was playing Bruno Mars and she like was freaking out because she loved Bruno Mars. And I was like, oh, this girl is like, this is a good time. She was really close to Christ. She had like this amazing testimony, very quiet about it. She won't like stand up on like pulpit and just like preach to everybody. She's like this very beautiful and like sweet testimony. And we could just talk about anything and everything. And I love that so much about her because I feel like I had never felt like there was somebody that could just like talk to that easily or understand me. Like she always listened. I talk so much that would never judge me or anything like that. She's beautiful, came from an amazing family. All of those things combined, I just felt like was like this beautiful and like unique set of qualities that there was no way I could find that in anybody else. Just randomly one day I was driving through Kaneohe and I remember that there's like these beautiful, like the whole Maluhia Gardens. I was like, oh, okay, I can just like check it out. So I like checked it out. I told her I was somewhere else. I was like looking around, like trying to see what would work. And I was like, oh, this place is so beautiful. And I had a plan that I would tell her coworker, could you have her like think that she's doing a shoot at these botanical gardens? And then you could come and you could take pictures for me, take video, and she'll think the whole time while you're driving with her that she's gonna do a shoot, and I'll just be waiting there when she gets there. So she tried to find everything out, and I think she knew it was coming, and so I wanted to surprise her. So that was like something that the only way that I think it would have surprised her. It had started raining right before. The person at the park told me I had to take everything down 20 minutes before she arrived.
I thought that for work I had to do a like promo shoot, so I was all ready to go, and all my coworkers like had this plan of, oh, like you need to go this day, you're gonna say these things, and so I was ready. We drove to the location. I went with one of our like videographers. He like had me all mic'd up, and I literally was clueless. Like I thought this was completely for work. So I was walking, and he like took me to one place, and then I like see in the distance. I was like, I swear that's Kam. And I was like, I was like, oh my gosh, wait a second. This is it, because I see like all these beautiful pictures. I went over there and we looked through our photos. And he asked the question, and I was just like, it felt very surreal. Like it still feels very surreal. He got me so good because I told him that I would probably find out if he was going to propose, but he did good. We'll probably still be doing some type of schooling of some sort, and traveling, like enjoying, like exploring new places.
Like I want to go on trips and like travel and see things together.
I don't know, like I just think of like the normal day-to-day things that we'll be doing, and that just sounds fun to me. I'm like, that just sounds fun, just to be married and like starting a life together. So
I just like want to spend so much time with her. Just enjoy like that time where you can just do normal things all the time together. Like come home, make food, just cruise, live in the same place, just getting to know her more and like growing that way together, like in everything.
I think like starting a family.
If we have some twins or something. Maybe having like one or two kids, and then traveling with those kids, having our own experiences and starting like our own traditions.
Actually, when we're watching this, we'll probably already be married.
I just want you to know that I love you so much.
I do feel very strongly that Heavenly Father placed us in each other's paths, which I'm so grateful for.
That I would like pray for you. And I had no idea who you were. I remember I used to think about it. I would pray for you and I would hope that you were doing good. And so it's just amazing to know that I found you, and that I get to spend every single day of the rest of eternity with you.
I'm so grateful for you. I adore you. You just bring so much happiness and joy in my life.
I just think you're absolutely incredible, and I think we're a perfect fit. I'm so excited to just do everything with you, spend every day and every night and every year with you.
And it's one of those things that I really can't put into words. It's just something that I feel inside.
I'm excited to raise a family. I'm so excited to do it with you.
You're everything I wanted and more, because you are just an amazing person and have such a light about you, and I'm so grateful that I get to be around that all the time, and that we'll get to have that for eternity.
You're an amazing person. I think you already know how much I love you. I'll be with you every step of the way, all the hard days, all the best days, all the trips, all the disciplining the kids, making memories with the kids, making memories together. I'm ready for it all, and I'm super excited.
You're just so special to me, and I learn so much from you all the time. You make me want to be a better person, and I'm just so grateful for you and for all the memories that we've made and all the ones that we will make in the future. I'm so excited for this next chapter in our lives, to enjoy every moment of it.
And I love you so much.
I love you so much.
You're awesome. I love you.
And I'm a Ho Ching now. Woo!